Today in our regular text launch, we're talking about the electric scooter that is. It may be just the solution you and I need to high diesel and petrol prices. Gadget girl Claire Petromatis joins us now to tell us more about this electric scooter. Claire, always a pleasure talking to you. Good morning. What do we have here?
It's a bike. I'm going to have to put you right.
Okay.
It's a bike.
It's
Before
a bike.
the owner comes and runs on stage and kills us both. It's actually a bike. It's equivalent to a 125. So that is where we're, license-wise and all that kind of thing. You are looking at about a range of 90 k's an hour. So that's what you're that's sort of the speed limit you're going, or that's how fast you'll be going on this bike. And then the range on it is also about you'll get about 90 to 100 k's on it before you have to recharge. Charging it, according to the owner Nick Hall, it'll take you about 3 hours to go from 0 to full to charge the bike, but he suggests that you should be charging this bike continuously, sort of on every time you get a chance, every time you get to stop it, take it into the kitchen and charge it if you need to, that kind of thing. ESCOM break, if ESCOM takes a break from load shedding, plug it in if you can, kind of thing. So it's a very Nick took a long time to design this bike for us, and with EVs and electric vehicles sort of starting to trend a little bit now. His bike is a South African product, which is very exciting. And I think it's about to take over South African streets, I hope. This is the answer.
And also, I was about to ask you, in your opinion, if this is the answer or not, because I think South Africans, as they try and figure out alternative, modes of transportation, they want to, check their pros and cons. In your opinion, could this be a possibility?
Well, it's definitely a commuter's, to and from work kind of, up the road. Nick was just saying, they're based in Parkhurst, so it's very nice to just jump on your bike, go down to the restaurants, go home, that kind of thing. So it's definitely a lifestyle sort of answer to maybe jumping in the car and wasting petrol. It's definitely getting more expensive to fill the tank. So the e-tron electric motorbikes are definitely the way to go for definitely an answer to our petrol woes.
Are we seeing more and more people getting on electric bikes? Are we seeing more people?
Yes, no, definitely. And I think the motoring industry is looking at electric vehicles as the answer to petrol, I suppose. And I've lost my words there again. And I think the bikes are, now that we have an option of a bike, I think, because people are looking at bikes as an alternative to cars. Especially, getting back on the roads, commuting for long distances, those kinds of things. That Pretoria-Johannesburg commute, big long distances in Cape Town, office commutes, people going back to the office, that commute is long. So I think people are looking at maybe purchasing a bike instead of sitting in a car for a long commute. So an electric bike is definitely an option there because of the the price you're going to be paying, like I said earlier, with the petrol, the petrol price there. This is again just a plug-in option for you to just charge this thing at home, or at work, or
I like it.
If you're at a coffee shop, that kind of thing. You can just literally, there's a 3-point plug that you get in the panel on the side. I think it's the side. There's a 3-point plug that you just pop in the wall and plug into your bike, and it's not a problem at all. What's really exciting for me is because it's very quiet. There's a speaker here, and you can sort of Bluetooth. You have a Bluetooth option to switch on either loud music if you want to be heard on the road, because it's a safety issue as well, because you're very quiet, or which was quite amusing to me when I first heard the bike, you could have like a motor running noise. So you can choose whether you want to sound like a Ferrari or you want to. I found that amusing. I don't know if it's just the child in me that's hysterical, but so that's there's a lot of options for this bike. And then you also don't necessarily have to and another security feature is that at night the panel lights up quite bright, so you are very visible on the road. And then another option is that you don't necessarily have to have this panel. You can choose whatever sort of panel you want on the side. So doesn't only come in white.
Got you.
Yeah.
So options are great. Thank you so much, Claire. That's all the time we had with you, but this looks very interesting. I'm sure a lot of people will be wanting to know, of course, where to get a hold of Nick or the electric bike. How do we see this again?
At the moment, you can find him online.
Okay.
I think he has a website, so if you just Google the e-tron electric motorbikes online,
Okay.
I think it's .co.za. I'd have to double check that for
All
you.
right.
I'm very sorry about that.
It's okay.
But yeah, I think if you just Google him, you'll find him. And the shop is in Parkhurst, so if you just
That's where the
you won't go
showroom is.
wrong. Yeah, Parkhurst, Johannesburg, so you won't go wrong finding him.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Claire, for joining us. And there you have it, an alternative to some of your woes when it comes to petrol price and also those expensive vehicles, which may be your options when you go to car showrooms. There is an electric bike which is here to solve all those problems for you.